So let's log in to our Salesforce. In this, we were building our invoice product. Okay, so this is what our invoice product and आगे अपना invoice product वाली sheet. Let's open our sheet. Okay, so these things we have done. Okay, so the total we will be calculating on invoice product. Okay, so based on the invoice, so we'll be seeing these fields later, these two fields. Let's see how we can create our invoice product. Okay, so this is our invoice product, and we'll be creating our different object, a new object, which will just represent the invoice product. Okay, you got right what I'm saying? So the thing is, we have the invoices. These are the invoices. So invoices consist, invoices object consists these fields, and it have a relationship with invoice product. So invoices object will contain another object or another relationship, which is invoices product. Okay, so that's what we have to create. So let's go ahead and create our invoices product. So this is our invoice. Let's go and say invoice product. Okay. Okay, this is enter record name and label. So this is the record name. The record name appears in the page layout list. Example. Okay, so this is our this invoice. What can we say? Invoice, like we want to generate it as a auto number. Okay, and what we wanted to do is we wanted to have, let's say, invoice number, product, invoice product number, let's say, invoice product number. Okay, so this is the display format, and we will see this. Let's say this is auto number. Okay, display format. We want to starting number is 1, and display format we wanted to have invoice, invoice, and this product, invoice product, and let's give it like this. Okay, and then what we do with this is we wanted to create it, allow in report. We wanted to track the field history. We wanted to allow it in chatter groups. These object classification, we want the same way it is. Deployment status, we'll say deployed. We want it to be allowed in search. Okay, then it is asking if we want to have notes and attachments. So if you'll add it with every object, you will be, if you'll just click on this. Okay, so you'll be able to see like we have into invoices object here, like notes and attachment, so it will be available. So if you want, you can add, then launch new custom tab wizard after saving this custom object. So when you save this, if you'll create any invoice object and like if you'll create any invoice object and if you'll save it, it will just navigate you to different tab, and that tab you'll be able to see all the details of that invoice. If you want to do, if you want to check that, you can do, but I'm just keeping this simple like this. Okay, let's click on save. So we have created our invoice product. Okay, so how our invoice product looks. Let's see how our invoice product look is. Okay, just one minute. Invoice product. Okay, so we have, this is the invoice product we have, and invoice product number. Okay, field name we have chosen as a name. Okay, so this is the name of the field, so we can just edit this and we can say it as the product name. Why not? Let's say it product name instead of saying invoice product number. Let's say product name. Hmm. This one. So this will be the article or product name, and let's click save. So this is our object. So you guys know how to create object. So we can just quick search from here, objects, and in that objects, we just created a new object. We wanted to have this object because with in our requirement for all the invoices, we want to create a project product. In that product, we can maintain the details which is related to the invoices. All right. So let's say what all details we want to maintain for this product is one thing we want to make with every product is its name. Like what is the product name will be. Apart from the product name, what else we want? We want else we want. Actually, I think we were good with number only. I think it was good. Here we should have a field name. So this will be the unique thing. So let's say this you want to have it as an invoice product instead of let's say invoice product. Instead of invoice product number, we are saying invoice product. Okay, so it will just it is saying like an account name. So let's say like this. I'm just changing to look. I mean, just I wanted to think like how it will look. Okay. So this is our standard field. So in our standard field, with every invoice product, we are creating auto number, this auto number, which is invoice product. Okay, so this is invoice product. Now we need to have a name of this product. Okay, so let's create a field and let's say it. So for name, what can we choose? Hmm, Rahul, Pradeep, which type we should choose? As we will be adding a text into this field, and the name field for any product, the name field is not going to be longer than 255 character, right? So like in the text area, you don't need a text area, like you don't need a bigger area to give a product name. So you want like there should be a text field will be good for your requirement. So you can just go with the text and you can click on the next. And here you will have to give the details. Okay. So let's say we want to give product name. Okay. The length here you can choose what is the length. So like it allows 255 character, but as I was discussing, like it's better to choose if you think like you'll not be utilizing all the 255 characters. So it's better to specify those many only in which you can just accommodate the values. So I don't think more than 150 character any product name will be. Okay, so I'm just giving it as a 150 character. And then I am saying it. So here it is asking whether it is required or not. We can say it is required. Do not allow duplicate values. You can say like if you want it to be unique, but we don't want it to be unique. We can just remove because we want unique only the, the first column where we have invoice product. So that will automatically will be generated. So let's say we will allow the unique name, or if you don't want, let's say you don't allow, both will work. So treat ABC and ABC same. Here it is asking whether you want the uniqueness to be case sensitive or you don't want at all case sensitive at all. So even if there will be ABC, it will not allow you to create with ABC. Okay. Then set this field as a unique record identifier from an external system. So any external system, like I was saying, like different APIs can connect to your Salesforce. So for them, you can just check this box to set like you want this field as an external field, whether you want so that this field can be recognized. So you can expose this field for external entities. So that's what it is. So we can just keep it like this. Then we don't need to have anything as a default value because with every product, whatever you will fill, like you have to give some detail. You cannot apply any formula randomly to create a product name. So let's go with this. Okay, so we have this text field and we have this all the visibility for this text field. Let's go next. And let's say and create new. So I have saved that and now I am creating a new. So we have created the product name. Now what we want to have a quantity. Okay, so let's create the quantity for this. There is the quantity for quantity. Okay, so for this product, invoice product, what we are doing, one thing we chose as a invoice, I mean product name. What will the product name of this invoice product of and then second thing we are going to write a field as a what is the quantity. Okay, what is the quantity of that product which is bought. So for quantity you can go with the number. Okay, yes, like how many quantities you want to choose. So allow user to enter any number, leading zeros are removed. So it says like if suppose you have given 0000100, so it will consider those that number will be considered as 100 only. So that's what it is saying. So this is voice product. As product, when you choose the number field, on number field, that's what it is saying. Like if you will give the values as 00111, then It means like it is 111. So that's what the number field is. So let's go ahead and create this quantity UTY quantity. Let's keep Q as the capital and number of digits to be left of the decimal points. Okay. So please enter the length of the number and the numbers of decimal place. Okay. For example, a number with a length of 8 and 2 decimal places can accept the values. Okay, let's say we want to have 2 decimal points. Okay. And the length 18. And we want to go next with this. You'll see like you'll get this error. This error is because this is the total length of your number, and more than 18 number, you more than 18 integer you cannot have. So it is saying like some of the length and the decimal places must be an integer less than or equal to 18. So if you have of this, if you are defining this number field, and if you have some digits like which is going to 18, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we have this 18 digit integer number. So integer is nothing but a so when you say integer, just consider it as a number. Okay, when I'm saying integer, just consider it as a number. So this is one number. Okay, so here Salesforce allow us Salesforce allow us for its length to be maximum 18. So we chose 18 maximum. Now we have an option to say if we want to have a decimal values also. So if we want to have a decimal values also with that, we can choose, but the total length should be not more than 18. So we can have a decimal here, but not like this, because this total length now will be 20. So what we can do is we can just say it's 16 and let it be two decimal places based on what we discussed here. Okay. Now let's go next. Now this is allowing us to come on to this profiles which you want to give access to this quantity. Okay, so this is one. So let's say we want this all profiles to have access of this quantity field, because this is not a required field. So if it will be required field means mandatorily every field will be having access of it, because it is the required, because having access nobody will be able to fill that field and you will not be able to create. So it is a mandatory to if you are giving if you are creating a mandatory field, a required field, you need to give access to all the profiles. All right, let's go next. Go and let's go and save this. Okay, so we have saved this value and we are creating a new field. So how many fields we have created? Let's go our home page. Okay, and let's see where is our recent item. Well, we are not seeing our recent item in here. Okay, we'll go to setup and then we will add it to, we'll search it into objects. Objects. Here we have invoice product, and inside this, when you'll go, you will see like you have created three fields. One, invoice product, which is the auto number. Then we have this field product name, which we have created as a text. And then another field we have created as a quantity, which is a number. We we will create another field which will just give the unit price of this product name. Like what is the unit price? What is the price of one unit of this product? Okay. So here we are creating that. So as we are creating price, we know like we can just denote it is with the currency. So this currency you can see allow users to enter a dollar or other currency amount automatically, formats the field as the currency amount. This can be useful if you export data to Excel or another spreadsheet. This can be useful if you export data to Excel. Okay, so this is just saying like you can choose either number or currency for this field because both will work in a similar fashion. We are just giving, you are putting the number, but this field will be good in some places. If you want to see in Salesforce, you want to see a
Rajat
euro
Bhaiya,
or dollar defined with that number.
Rajat Bhaiya,
Yes, Rahul.
I have a question. I mean, whatever we are doing in last two, three classes,
Mm-hmm.
like whatever fields we are creating,
Mm.
how each and every field is correlated. I mean, how we can see that what you showed on Excel sheet can be seen from this Salesforce. Like suppose we created custom field apps, so how we can see all those things in Salesforce.
I did not got your question, Rahul. Can you rephrase
Uh,
maybe?
just, I mean, you can just open that Excel sheet. वो invoice वाला जो आप,
Yes.
अच्छा, मैं
Yes.
आपको
Let's
बताता हूँ.
open this.
हाँ, ये जो whatever we are doing in last two three classes, like invoice number, creating invoice rate, company individual status, whatever. So how we can see all those things in Salesforce, whatever we have done.
Okay, okay. So
So,
so let's forget Salesforce. Okay. Let's say you are working for a company. Okay.
mm,
So your company name is abc.com.
okay,
Let's say,
okay, mm,
let's take this use case.
mm,
Let's say your company name is ABC Corporation. Okay. So you're working on to ABC Corporation.
mm,
Instead of Salesforce, using Salesforce, ABC Corporation don't know about Salesforce. Okay. So
mm,
they decides they have a particular requirement. Okay.
okay,
Their requirement is, okay, their requirement is to record all the invoices which they finalize or draft for their product. Okay, so this ABC Corporation have a particular product. Let's say they are selling, they are a
clothing,
clothing company. Okay, so they are selling nice clothes. Let's say shirt, a t-shirt. They sells this t-shirt. Okay, and now this for this t-shirt we want to, they what they want, they are selling to multiple customer. Okay,
mm,
so if they are selling to multiple customer, they don't, I mean if they'll not keep the record of what all customer they are selling or what they are doing, it will be, I mean on the letter they'll not be able to expand. So their basic requirement is to record everything, or whenever any customer contacts and they want, like suppose they are into dealing, they are into B2B business, like business to business. ABC corporation deals with another company named XYZ, XYZ corporation. Okay. Now this t-shirt, okay, they deal, I mean they need to have invoices exchange, okay. So as they are dealing with lots of products, like 1,000 products, 10,000 products, they need to have, they want to have invoices created before, I mean they are working on to the invoices before coming on to anything, like any finalizing anything. They are into draft status, like okay, we discussed first thing, okay, let's make the price to this, let's make the price to this. ABC Corporation says it have this t-shirt, okay. So ABC Corporation want to record all the invoices which they finalize or drop their product, okay. So this is the t-shirt. So the invoice, their invoices will look like this something, okay. Their invoices will look some, yeah, you have question, Rahul?
No, nothing.
You got me what I'm saying, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So that corporation want to create this. So he will, what he will do, he will hire some developer and he will say, Rahul, I have this requirement. Can you create some system which can just record this complete requirement? Can you create an application, some application which can record this thing? So you will think, you will analyze this, and you will say, okay, this will take, this we can achieve with this particular thing, we can achieve with any standard CRM software available in market. So your client don't know, but you have worked on two different CRM system, and you know how it works. And then you will just see, being a developer or someone, you will see like, okay, if we will start developing this particular piece of product, this particular piece of thing, it will alone will take some 100 hours to be built on the developers. Okay. So you will suggest, like, we are already in our organization, we are already using the Salesforce. Why can't we record everything over there? Or with the Salesforce, we can achieve many more other things. So let's start working with the Salesforce and do this thing into Salesforce. Let's create our application, and in that application, let's record everything instead of creating an individual product or everything. So so what you will do, like in Salesforce, Salesforce have already some invoice object, but you want to customize it completely. Okay, so this is what we are doing. We are customizing completely. We are saying we want to have complete new invoice, new complete new application. Okay, so what we did, we created a new application. So that application you will create with your own organization. Okay, so this is your own organization with which you have created your application. In this particular application, you wanted to have a different, like this, your organization will have a different object related to your organization only. So one thing is invoices. Okay, so if invoices is already there, okay, if there is already invoices which is Salesforce is giving, maybe you can just customize that invoices, and maybe you can make it work for your organization the way you want. Or you can create a new object altogether, like we are doing, okay, for the invoices. And you can figure out what other dependencies that object can have. So those other dependencies you can also define, and you can just correlate between these. So did I was I able to answer your question,
Hmm.
Rahul?
Yeah.
Anything else which is coming on top of your head? Then you can just clarify. If not, so you understood, right? What I want
Hmm.
to say. Hello.
Yeah, Raghav, yeah.
कुछ और क्वेश्चन है तो बताओ, मतलब आई
नहीं
विल ट्राई टू क्लैरिफाई है।
नहीं नहीं है, I got it.
मतलब समझ गया ना कि मतलब
हाँ.
अगर Salesforce अगर ऑलरेडी अगर प्रोवाइड करता है हमको कोई चीज करने के लिए, तो दिस इज अ टाइनी पार्ट ऑफ Salesforce जहाँ पे हम इनवॉइसेस रिकॉर्ड करना चाहते हैं बिजनेसेस के बीच में।
नहीं, व्हाट मैं क्या बोल रहा था, वो जो एक्सेल शीट है ना,
हम्म
सपोज कि इफ आई वुड लाइक टू सी समथिंग दैट एक्सेल शीट, या इफ सपोज वी हैव क्रिएटेड दीज इनवॉइस डेट्स, या फिर the company what it is mentioned in Excel sheet. So I need to see the same with same numbering and details in the Salesforce. So from
हम्म
where I can go and see that the
okay
same
so
thing what it is.
okay so you are saying like how we can import this Excel, right?
हाँ.
नहीं तो before importing this Excel to Salesforce, you need to have a data design for this, right?
Okay.
You need to design everything into Salesforce which can map these things in there.
Okay.
Okay, so what we are doing, we are designing our
Okay.
system
First
first.
of all, we are designing a system.
We are designing our system where we are saying, okay, this is how our Excel is looking,
Okay.
and for this Excel, what we will do, okay, so this is the Excel. So this Excel is nothing but invoices we are saying, okay. So this particular in, so what we will do, we will create an invoices object, okay. Then this invoices object have these kind of invoice numbers. So we can say
Hmm.
these are unique and these are auto number which is being incremented based on this. So we can in the Salesforce we can achieve these kind of things. So okay, we created a field with the auto number and which is like this. Then we can record the invoice date also. Okay, we did that. Then we saw we can, for company is nothing but a account in Salesforce.
Hmm.
So we saw like, okay, with this invoices object, we can correlate the two objects. Like we can correlate the account and this invoice object. So there will be a relationship. Also, we saw like this relationship was master detail relationship. So that this company will be a master. So if there is any invoices created on name of this company, okay,
Hmm.
then this will be master, and this if this company will be deleted, all the invoices related to this company will be deleted. Okay, that one. Also, we created an individual one contact with the contacts
Contact.
we created. We saw like how we can create. Okay, so this is the individual. How also this is the status. So we created a pick list for status.
Quickly.
So because there are different values here. We have kept on this draft. Okay.
Now I clear it. I mean, first of all, that's what you said. Na? We are designing. So that's why I was not clear. First of all, we are designing the thing
Okay.
in Salesforce.
All right. But I think whatever I explained, these
Huh.
also
Huh.
gave you a little bit more idea, like
Yes.
what is the purpose we are doing this.
Huh. Yes.
Okay. So let's go ahead and create a currency. So this currency we are creating for the unit price. Okay. Did we created this? I think we have created. Let's see our object. Okay, so this is the quantity. So these two only we have created. Let's create a new field, which is currency. Let's go next. And we were saying like we will take it as a 16 digit and decimal places to
Yes.
2. And we will say it as a QTY quantity. Okay, so the field name. If you want, you can give a help text to this. If you want this to be required, you can click this. Like you need to have invoice only based on the quantity. You cannot create any invoices without a quantity of the product. So, oh, we have already created this thing. Let's see. Oh, we have already quantity. So this is a unit price which we want to create. This is a unit price. Unit price. Okay, so this is the unit price. Okay, this is a required field. Let's save this. So we have product name, quantity, unit price, and now we will be creating a total. So how our total should be? We can create a total based on the quantity and unit price. So suppose we have a product, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this product in the invoice, this product have $40 with 4 quantity, right? So how we can create the total of this? We can have a formula working for this field. We cannot just manually go and calculate these things. So if you will have 45 into $4, we can just know like what is the total, right? So for this, we can just go ahead and create custom field, and here we can go ahead and choose formula. Where are you? Formula. Yeah, here. So it is saying a read-only field that derives its value from formula expression you define. Okay. So this is a read-only value. Okay, this is a read-only field that so you'll not be able to change this formula. Okay. Then formula return type, it is asking what is the formula return type. So select the data types below. So what data type we want here? We want currency, right? Here, 2 decimal points. And we will say this as total. Yeah. So this formula return type is a currency. This is a 2 decimal point, and let's go next with this. Yeah. So here you can see it will give you nice dashboard. You can say where you can just create the formula. So this is the simple formula section, and then there is this different tab which says the advanced formula. So I always go with the advanced formula because this is where you will find all the details mostly. It will be easy also in this. So here our requirement is what our requirement is. We want quantity into
Price.
unit price, right? This is what we want with this field to create a total. Okay, so here if you want to know more about how this formula work, maybe while creating you can just go with the more example, you will be able to see. But with our requirement right now, we want to have this field working on the other fields of this invoice product, right? So there are two other fields which we know on which we want to work. So this is our invoice product, and these are the fields which you can choose. One is quantity, so we can insert this. Okay, why it is giving error? And on this quantity, you want to insert operation which is a multiply. So you can see when you click on this drop down, you'll see there are multiple operation and are not equal, concentrate. So here we want multiply. Okay, and we want this to be multiplied with
Unit price.
unit price. Okay, let's check the syntax. Okay, so yeah, this is the syntax checker. Okay, so if you have written any formula here, you can just check whether your formula works or not. So your formula can be complex also. If you have complex formula based on your different fields. So you may have multiple fields and you can write multiple formula. So this is a one a complete different section where you can write multiple formulas, so you can learn more about it. But with for now, like we are good. Like we don't need to know much about this formula. Okay, here also these formulas. If you want to figure out what are these formulas, so these are like formula how it works in. So if you know how Excel works, so you can find some formula similar to that. So okay, so here once you write this formula, you can just check whether that syntax is correct or not, and then blank field handling. Then you want how your blank field to be handled. So treat blank field as a zero, treat blank field as a blanks. Okay, so let it be like this, no problem. Let's go next. And here we are creating the formula field. Okay, so we were saying when you were creating the formula field earlier only, you were able to see like it is a read only field. So you'll not be able to make the changes into that field. So it will be that. So I mean that particular field, whenever you will create, it is a read only field because you cannot change that field. That field will be calculated based on two other fields. So you cannot just go. So if you want to change that particular field, you'll have to work out on quantity or unit
Unit
price.
price.
Yeah. So that's how you can change. So let's go next and save this. Okay, so this is how our invoice product look. We have a total also in this. One more thing which we want to do is here, this is the invoice product. We wanted to create a relation between this invoice product with the invoice, right? So that was the reason we were creating this invoice product. So
Yes,
if
that
we wanted to create, then what we will have to do, we learn earlier like we can have a master detail relationship. So who will be the master? Invoice will be the master
invoice
of this
part.
invoice product. So let's go ahead and create that field, master detail relationship. Let's go next and let's choose our invoice. Invoice. There are two invoices. Let's believe like this is the this is our invoice. And let's go next. Okay. Child relationship, invoice product, and then what is the field which we want to give? The field name which we can give is, let's say we want to give the field name as invoice only. Like with this field we are maintaining, with this invoice product we wanted, we can have a relationship of the invoice, right? So let's give the same name, invoice. So, okay. And that's all. I think we are good with this product, this field. Then let's go next. And as we know, like we are creating a master detail relationship with the invoice. You can just click on this next, next, and let's save this. So we are kind of done with our invoice product. So we have created our invoice product nicely with all the fields. Okay. And once you will go into invoices, here you see you will have this invoice product section. Okay, let's create our one invoice into this. Okay, so we haven't given quantity as a mandatory field. We were supposed to give. Okay, so even you guys create, just make this as a required field. Okay, so let's say we want to create a new invoice product. Then what we can say the product name as an invoice product. My product. My sales. My product. Let's say my product. Okay, we want to create this with a two quantity and unit price we want to have as a 10, and this is the invoices with which it is belonging to. Let's save it. You see the total got generated based on the quantity and unit price, right?
Hmm.
And you see this is read only field, so you'll not be able to change. You are a
Yes,
system
yes.
administrator, still you cannot change it because
It's a read
formula
only.
field is a read only. You can change this, but you want to increase the total price, then you can just edit this. And let's say you want this unit price to be 20. And here you will see the magic happening with the total price. Okay, so what you guys do, you guys start, okay, start creating this invoice field in this invoice object. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, let's go to our invoices and see whether it is relating those or not. So here you see this is our invoice, and here you have the inside the invoices product. This is the relationship which you can see. Okay, let's go to here. In here, this is our invoice product, INP, and here you can see the invoices. You can see the relationship. Okay, once you go in here, you'll be see. So you got the idea. So now you go ahead and create this. I'll be here with you guys. Okay, just create this and let me know once you are done or if you face any difficulty. I'm stopping. I'm stopping the presentation. If you have any issue, just share your screen and we'll discuss from there. Or what I can do, I can just
First,
share. First, you have to create the object
yeah, object, an object, which option we need to create first? Like
inside
Created
we created four.
this invoice product. You'll have to, this is the object. And you can see the details about this object, like what is the plural label, what is the singular name. Okay, those things you can see. So this is the object and whether you wanted to allow search or not. So these things you can just follow from here. If you are if you are getting any confusion while creating your object. And once you are done, then you follow what are fields I have created down in here. So first you create this object and then you have to navigate to the object. Let me know if you face any issue. Then you can share your screen that time.
standard field, right? Uh,
Sorry, Pradeep?
Object what we are creating that will be under a standard field or under custom field relationship. You have invoice product in the standard field. You have an option created
Yeah,
by
standard field, custom. On which
this.
option we need to go? I mean, we need to go with custom field and relationship or with standard fields?
don't I didn't get so here you are into object.
Pradeep, can you share your screen so that we can do accordingly?
Yeah, share screen.
Sharing. That's why. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, in the custom field only we have to create this new object.
Yes, so that is the custom field which we have to create. So once you will come here, objects, here when you'll create, you will see here new custom object only. This is the
Hmm.
custom object.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in this, we have to give product invoice product. The label should be.
Yeah, the label should be here. I will just open this object.
in-
Here you can see what is a label, what is plural label, what is object. So object name will be automatically coming, I think.
But I'm not getting that invoice product option. I mean, within custom object, I'm getting with invoice, not with products, and with custom fields and relations.
You will have to create one invoice product, Rahul. So when you'll come into create build section, create here, when you click on the objects, here you will have this new
Okay.
custom object, right? So you will have to create this a brand new invoice
Yeah.
product object. Yeah.
Okay. So I need
And
to
once
click
you
on that invoice one. A new. I'm sorry. New
no, no,
custom
no, no.
object. Got
Here
it. Got
you'll
it.
have to click on new custom object. So here when you'll come into a custom object
Hmm.
list view, here you will see one object
Hmm.
created
Hmm.
for you, which is
Yeah. Yeah.
invoice.
Exactly.
So here you'll have to click on new custom object
Custom object. Okay.
because you want to create this invoice object,
Invoice product.
invoice product
Hmm.
object. So once you'll click on this, the detail I'm showing you the
Yeah. Yeah.
metadata
Hmm.
which this object have. So this object have these many data. So while going along with the navigation for the creation of this object, you can just follow along and you can give the same detail if you want.
So the label should be invoice product, no?
Here, yeah, you can see that.
When I'm giving label name as invoice product, it is not taking in the plural label. It
Exactly
is
same
not
with me. Not taking.
getting object name, but in the plural label, it is
It's
not
not taking
coming.
automatically. Yeah.
No, no, it will not get, it will not give, it will not
Right.
get it because there is a space, right? So I manually gave it invoice products.
Got it. Invoice products.
Anything with these allow reports and activities track.
These are optional, so we can go to next.
Data type
Save.
should be text, no? Or text only.
No, no, those are optional, I think.
No, data type is
Data,
mandatory.
data type. Okay, so that data type is this one, this field in this field.
Okay,
So
so I
that
can
one
see
we have given as a auto number
auto number, no? Okay, so
and that name we gave as a invoice product.
okay, so it's showing display format and starting number.
Yes. So that number we chose as this
INV bracket,
INP bracket
bracket
में
5 zeros, then bracket.
Starting number would be
starting number you can give as a 1.
and nothing to do with any other options, optional features, objects, classification, deployment status,
Object classification, just keep it as it is. And
and
other
deployment
thing,
status in development or deployed.
it let it be deployed, whatever it's selected.
Search is not required. Object creation option.
Rest of the thing will be like that only. You just need
Yes.
to save. Yes, we have created
Yeah,
the invoice product.
yeah, invoice product created. Now we need to go with custom fields and relations. Huh?
Now you will have to create custom fields and relationship. So these are the fields which all you have to create. So
Quantity.
just follow along the videos, okay? And try to create this. I will upload it
Which
in.
we need to create the product name, quantity, total, and unit price. Now
You will have to create. So this invoice product you created,
we
okay?
yeah, we created
This all you'll have to create. Field name,
1, 2, 3, 4,
invoice.
5. Okay,
So
five.
this is the relationship which we
Yeah,
created. This
relationship.
product name, quantity, total, unit price, and then relationship. These all you'll have to create.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
So, just
Will
share
be
this.
under invoice.
Sorry.
Those field under product name only we have to create invoice product.
Yes.
Okay.
First, we need to go with product name. Now, the first one we need to create is, or I mean, why? I mean, like if suppose I should go with quantity first or total first, so or in a alphabet, I mean,
No, no,
serial order
nothing,
we need.
nothing like that. You can create even invoice as a first, product name as
Mhm.
a. So you can create anyone as a
Okay,
first.
Okay.
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 So I'll just upload the video.
हाँ
Just
ये
follow
आप
along
upload
and try to
yeah
create.
okay just invoice
And
product name what was the options invoice product name quantity
invoice, product name, quantity, total, unit price.
total and okay ठीक है
Okay. Okay. So now we will connect on Monday. Okay.
हाँ
Because Pradeep, we were discussing like it is looking impossible like to connect on weekends. So somehow we are just someone or somewhere we are just busy. So better to
प्रदीप ज़्यादा
contact
बिजी है पूजा
Mondays.
पाठ में
Yes, I'm available tomorrow at 3 p.m. But
If you guys want
ठीक है.
tomorrow, then we can do it on tomorrow.
आप फ्री हो क्या आप अगर आपका कुछ शेड्यूल है क्या ऐसा
नहीं, अगर सेम टाइम पे कर सकते हैं, अगर कुछ शेड्यूल हुआ तो मैं बता दूंगा, बट तुम लोग फ्री हो ना, तुम लोग भी?
हाँ हाँ मैं फ्री हूँ कल
ठीक है, चलो कल कल जो है करते हैं फिर,
After
ठीक है।
और कल
that,
की एक
at least we can sit for 30 minutes, 3 to
हाँ ये ठीक
3:30.
या
If anything is urgent, अगर कुछ ऐसा urgency important हो, we can
श्योर श्योर
go
श्योर।
for.
सो लेट्स कीप दिस, आई विल जस्ट एक्सटेंड दिस invite for Saturday and Sunday also,
ठीक
and we'll try to join tomorrow at the same time.
okay
Okay,
yeah
thank you guys.
yeah thanks Rajat
Thank you, bye.